Hi, welcome to Live with Ms. Steph. Hi, I'm Ms. Steph, former laboratory scientist and after-school director turned nonprofit founder. I am the founder and executive director of Triple F Empowerment Inc., and this is your weekly Science Club News. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on today, Monday, February 10th, 2025. So let's hop. Hi. Thank you so much for watching. Let's hop right into the first half of our time together. Y'all know, for those of you who've been watching for a little while, these lives, first half is news as far as Science Club goes. And then the second half, we do a science activity. Today's activity, folks, we are going to add on to the content, to the information that your students should have learned from last week by adding one material. I kid you not, we're only adding one additional material, and they will be able to grasp several other concepts, and we can explore several things. So anywho, let's hop right into your Science Club News. Again, thank you so much for watching. Today is February 10th, 2025. This coming Saturday, February 15th, folks, February 15th, we are going to be doing Saturday Science Club as usual. Now, that is the third Saturday, so keep that in mind. Not only is it the third Saturday, it is the Saturday before a week-long DOE break. So just be advised, yes, our space is open for Saturday Science Club, but we will be closed for programming the week of February 17th through 21st. And then, as I've been mentioning, we do have an event at 250 West 127th Street. We have been invited to be one of the many organizations that are providing a table for the Moho Dance 4th annual Self-Love Fair. And yes, of course, we will be providing our slime at that event, and the slime will be free. Several of the other tables are giving out things for free, and there's raffles and all that type of stuff. Once again, that is at 250 West 127th Street, inside of CS 154, also known as Harriet Tubman. That event is being organized by Moho Dance. Ms. Science Club is one of the many organizations that will be giving out things at that event. It is very family friendly by my understanding, and you can register via Eventbrite. They're right here on Instagram. Again, Moho Dance. Should be super fun. But again, there's no program between February 17th and February 21st, Monday to Friday, and then there's that event on the Saturday. And like I said, we are having our regular Saturday Science Club on this coming Saturday, which is February 15th, the third Saturday of the month. So will there be program on the fourth Saturday? No. That's my long drawn out way of saying that. We've been saying that for a couple of weeks now. I'm super excited about the event on the 22nd because it's an organization I haven't had an opportunity to partner with just yet. Okay, so we're going to have a great time. And then, of course, we have several things coming up in March. There is an event that I'm working on with the school. And then in April, there are some events that are in the works. Y'all, it's that time of year where we do all the things. Also, Summer Science Club internal registration has started to happen already. And before you know it, open registration will launch on February 28th. I'm actually moving that date up more and more, just a bit, to help out some of the families so that the families who are going to participate in open registration can still participate in early bird registration, because there is a difference in the deposit between early bird registration for Summer Science Club 2025 and open registration. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay? And so I'm trying to make sure that everybody still has the opportunity to register early if they need to. So let's hop right into the activity. Because, I mean, y'all have the news. That's the news. That's what's been going on. I will continue to repeat that. We'll continue to have like flyers going up for the 22nd. And of course, I'll do my weekly reminder and all that type of stuff. So like if you are not on the weekly list, send me a DM so that I can add you and your family to the list. Okay? And of course, check me out on Instagram. I'm on Instagram like every day posting something. Okay. So if you are not sure what's happening, do the things to make sure you know what's going on. So yes, thank you for watching Live with Miss Steph on February 10th, 2025. Let's hop into the activity for today, the science activity for today. The only material that we are adding is oil. I'm going to use baby oil because it's clear. But is that the oil that you have to use? No, because remember, the whole point of the activities that I show y'all is so that it is accessible to you to attempt to do at home with your young person. This activity, again, similar to last week, can be done with children. I did this with 2-year-olds this morning. You may or may not believe me, but such is life. Okay, see? You're wrong. Here's a comment. I'm not going to repeat the comment. Remember, this is programming for young people, okay? But yeah, so in all seriousness, I did this activity with 2-year-olds this morning, and so all of my lessons are things that an experienced person can take. My objective is to give you the idea, okay? And then you take it and run with it and do whatever science content you can push, whatever science content topic you need to push with that particular activity. Everything we do has some form of exposure to all 5 letters of STEAM, being science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So let me show you the activity and we can discuss the many things that you can be taught with it. All right, so you're going to do some food coloring. I have gel food coloring. Do you have to use gel food coloring? No. But is it my preferred when it comes to certain things? You know how I tell y'all which type of food coloring I like to use. This one, the gel works really well. All right. Can you change the order of things? Yes. Can you discuss it with the kids, how changing the order makes a difference? Absolutely. Like, hello. That's the point. All right. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, people. So here we go. We've got a cup. This is my 12-ounce cup. I am going to put down some shaving cream. This is off-brand shaving cream. Do not buy the fancy stuff for this, people. All right. And I am going to put a lot. Okay. A lot. Okay. Boom. A lot. Okay. Is this one of the materials we used last week? Yes, it is. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, go back and watch the video. I invite you to go back and watch the video. The video is up, accessible to you on Facebook. You can watch it on Instagram, or you can hop over to my YouTube channel, Miss Steph's YouTube channel. Okay, there's a ton of stuff over there. All right. So the point is that you're kind of locking in that food coloring down at the bottom. All right. You are most likely going to need 2 cups. I encourage this. Another difference from last week, right? Remember, I put the today I put the food coloring down here first. Last week, it was the water first, okay? And then I put shaving cream on top. You'll see why I'm doing it this way. Again, can you change it up and can you do this in different orders? Yes. Can you have the children decide what order they're going to put it in? Absolutely. If you're working with children, actually tomorrow I'll have my upper elementary school children and everybody up from 3rd grade all the way to 12th grade. They can determine the order in which they want to put this in. Another fun thing that would be super, super fun for you to do is to make a model of it. Remember a couple of weeks back, we did the hydraulic lift and I told you that I was going to be working with 5th graders and that I was going to make a model of it before they came to the classroom. And then they got to use the materials they had to then attempt to recreate my model. Is that what I did? That's exactly what I did. And did it work out well? Yes, it did. All right. So again, we've got our 12-ounce cup. Do you have to use a 12-ounce cup? No, you don't. This is the difference between this week and last week. You can use as small as this cup. I have this activity works well in the various size cups. This cup is a 5-ounce cup. I would not use anything smaller than that. And I absolutely would not use, anything much bigger than a 16-ounce cup, because the amount of materials you're going to be using and all that type of stuff is just going to be pointless, right? Also, you know how I'm always like, cover your tray. Do you have to cover your tray? Absolutely not. Remember, I already told y'all, you don't have to cover your tray. But do I suggest it? Yes. What you saw happen just now, I'm going to actually point that out because I could avoid it. But that's another reason why I don't have the kids pick up their tray. Leave everything on the table, okay? Because things can spill and all that type of stuff. All right, la 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 la. All right, pouring. Again, similar to last week, right? Because we're only changing one material, but we are changing the order that we're putting things in, okay? And we're changing the amounts a bit. What you're seeing is that, like I said, similar to last week, or what I was about to say is that the objective of this is not necessarily to have it overflow. I did do a video on Thursday to where I do teach you how to make it overflow and make a giant mess, which is super cool. Come back on Thursday to the YouTube after Thursday afternoon live to see how I clean that up, because I did save that so that you get to see the cleanup of that. But all that being said, that was the whole overflow reaction. Today, we're not doing an overflow reaction. Today, you just kind of want to see what happens. So you see the water where? Which one is more dense? Come on, people. You see the different concepts that you are able to reinforce and help explain simply because the children are getting a chance to see it versus you trying to say, oh, density, things that are more dense sink or they're more heavy, because technically that is not the actual full explanation of it, right? We know that density is a ratio between the volume of something and the weight of something, right? Or its mass, right? And so things that are have more mass per volume will go down to the bottom of something. It will, what we call, sink, right? Now, I usually, when I set this up, since I already pour the water in, right, I could just simply pour things in, like I already poured the water in there, so I could use this same cup to minimize my supplies that I'm dirtying and all that type of stuff. For my baby oil, again, it does not have to be baby oil. I'll explain why I use that particular product in a moment. And you're about to see it, okay? It is a clear oil. Okay? So students get to see the layers that are created. I also like to make it a point for students to understand that all clear liquids aren't water. Right? And so that's one of the reasons why I use that particular oil. You can easily, traditionally, like we usually use cooking oil, like back when I first started running Miss Steph Science Club and I was getting legit all of my materials from the grocery store. I was using just regular, just like cooking oil to fry, right? Because one, the cost of it, right? Because I'm considering all of these things for you, because these videos, right, are for you when you're working with young people. Again, shout out to all of my early childhood development folks, all of our people who are running after school program, who maybe their STEM instructor called in today. You can go get the materials for this. I kid you not. Hop over to Dwayne Reed and you can get all the materials for this, and you will have it and you will be able to do your activity. Major tip, you must have a clear cup. Actually, let me back that up just a little bit for you. Clear container, okay? Because it doesn't have to be a cup. It could be an old water bottle. Maybe you've got kids, they're coming in, take off the labels of the water bottles, reduce, reuse, recycle, hello. We've got Earth Day coming up in April. You see how there are so many things that you can teach just with this activity, but let's go through all the things, right? So you can teach density. Which item in here is the least dense, right? That's going to be your shaving cream. It flows on top of everything, okay? Then the next level of density is going to be the oil, okay? Regardless of the type of liquid oil that you use, that's most of the highly accessible oils that you're going to be using, that you're going to grab from the grocery store or the like CVS and whatnot. Most of those are going to land right here because they're pretty much all less dense than water. Also, your food coloring. When you're talking to the kids about, like, they're making predictions and they're like, well, which thing is going to mix with the food coloring? Your water is the thing that mixes with the food coloring. This is why the order of things matters. So if I were to have put in, say, the baby oil first, it will not mix with the food coloring because food coloring is hydrophilic, and oil, okay, is hydrophobic. Okay, oil and water do not mix. So this week, just in case you're wondering, what's the name of this project, Ms. Steph, and what are you teaching this week? This week, most of my students are modeling how you figure out whether or not oil and water can mix. This is a very straightforward way. They can see, y'all saw how fast that happened. Okay, it's an extremely straightforward way to teach that concept. Now, my older students getting into chemistry and all that type of stuff, my like fellow chem instructors, right? You want to talk to them about the molecular difference between water and oil. You can talk about polar compounds and compounds that aren't polar, things that easily are now soluble in water, things that are water soluble, things that are actually oil soluble. You can have a conversation about surfactants because that's what our shaving cream is a surfactant. So if I stirred this, you would get a whole nother thing happening. Again, this one little cup, these just few little ingredients, right? Let's review the ingredients before we go. Can teach all the letters of STEAM, right? Because you're having a conversation about different types of technology. Because what does technology do? It's not just these cute little things that we call people on and do these little random Instagram videos on, right? No, technology is anything that makes our lives more enjoyable or easier. So shaving cream, hello, is a piece of technology. A cup is a piece of technology. Okay? Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Again, let's review the materials in the order that I put them inside of my cup. This is the order I chose. I prefer gel food coloring for this activity. Can you do the other stuff? And can you take another level of experimentation and do it exactly the way I did it, but do like 3 different kinds of food coloring? Yes, you can. Because you can get food coloring in tablet form. You can get food coloring in the watery dollar store form. And you can use the expensive, really nice, pretty stuff that I like to use. Okay? So I put down my gel food coloring down at the very, very bottom of the cup. Then I added in the shaving cream. And remember, our shaving cream has kind of, formation has changed quite a bit, right? Our shaving cream was sitting right on top of our food coloring. That at the time was the thing that was second to the food coloring most dense, right? Then I added some water, and our water instantly went to the bottom as well as started to mix with our food coloring, right? Because food coloring is hydrophilic. It likes water, hydro loving, okay? Then I added in the baby oil. Remember, you do not have to use baby oil. I like to because I like to drive home the point that not all clear liquids are water, and therefore we can't just randomly drink all clear liquids, right? Hello, very important to understand, okay? And so we pour that in, and now we get this whole layer situation where we've got our shaving cream floating on top. Again, also another thing that you can kind of notice, remember the shaving cream took up basically the whole cup? And now we've gotten kind of in a compression in effect. And then if I were to let this sit, which I'm totally going to do, let this sit with the top on and kind of keep an eye on it for the week, which is one of the things I've been encouraging folks to do. That's another tip. If you want to let this sit in the classroom for a period of time, back in the day I used to just let it sit Now I've added, you can buy if you order all of your materials in advance, right? Some of you, I'm telling you, you can like go out and do this today. If your STEM instructor doesn't show up today, I'm telling you, you can do this activity today, and you can clearly, with confidence, communicate to your program director that you did have STEM today. This is a STEM activity. It is. Okay. That being said, if you plan in advance and you're ordering your materials in bulk, you can order the cup that has a top to it, right? And that can now easily sit in the classroom and can be observed over a period of time. For my littles, right? Just watch it, do the activity in the morning and then watch it until, say, the afternoon, like have them look back at it before they go home, or maybe after they wake up from nap, take a look at it. Also, you can add a little bit more water into it at that point in time and see if the water goes to the same place. I'm telling you, these are the things. Or see what would happen if I added more of any of these components. You don't want to start doing too many things, especially with the woods. Okay. And then for our other folks, you can, as other folks meaning the older the child you see, the more intense you want to go with it. You're going to be doing a lab report with anybody from 3rd grade and up. All those people need to be doing a lab report, period. Whatever it is, have them write something down. Then getting into, like I said, chemistry for high schoolers. They can attempt to mix it. They can make multiple models. You can change out, say, try different oils or try different temperatures of water. That one is a good one. Try different food colorings, all that type of stuff. And you can also see what happens if you have 2 identical ones and say mix one. Attempt to mix one. Okay, you will definitely get some interesting reactions there, because shaving cream, shaving cream contains surfactants. We've talked about surfactants. It's been a little while, but we know that surfactants can help mix oil and water, because surfactants have a hydrophilic and a hydrophobic end. So they can help oil and water mix together. What's our surfactant that we use in our homes almost every day? A lot of us, some type of, in some form, typically we are using soap. Okay? Folks, it's been fun. Remember, join us for Saturday Science Club. It is 3rd Saturday, and we will be at Wadley. Okay? For those of you who are new to our organization, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. If you would like more information about what we're doing, how to support us, how to participate, how to volunteer, if you're like, hey, actually, I'd kind of like to work for you, what does that look like? Talk to me, all right? My email is mssteph@tfempowerment.org, and I would be so overjoyed to speak with you and learn more about how we can interact. And I really, really hope that you try this activity. I'll see y'all on Thursday for, the next level. Okay? Have an absolutely wonderful day.